I had him lined up at the festival. I'm facing my lot when he's sexual. 2 hands on the dick, shove it death. I get the brick with the Simon. He get it back with delay. I'm be living with timing. I run the block, just like the lineman. My dog called a steak cake and he got an alignment. He got a steak Nick. Oh, let me run it back, man. I'm about to drop that shit.
Putting that shit on.
Yeah. Put that shit on.
We
Get your ass up. You need.
Hey, welcome to the Get Your Ass Up show. I got my man, Mr. Business is Booming.
You did.
AB in here, man.
What's up,
The artist. We no longer associating him with just the athlete. My brother's an artist. We seen him literally right now transition from the football field to putting that shit on.
Yes. I'm looking to put some shit on. I knew I forgot to put some shit on. I knew I had. Yeah, that shit go right there. I forgot to put this shit on.
Get your shit right there. We're gonna let you get your shit right, bro.
Let me put this shit on. I got this. Oh, it's on. It's on. Yeah.
AB's in the building, man. He got the boots.
Thanks
the
for
whole
having
fit.
me, y'all. T.
The whole Balenciaga fit. This dude, he done knocked the whole top to bottom. You killing it. Hoodie.
You
Scully.
You my dog. You had to come to the 84-7. You know, it's a week before the season. So we feeling like it's almost that time to shine. You know what this time be like, right, T?
Yeah.
This when the season about to start, all the hard work you done put in for the year, it's like that time to shine. And I feel like, I still feel the same way, like, but I feel like it's time to shine in other ways now, you know, but it's like the season, like, this one the archives, like this one the count. So it's like, I'm still in that mode. You still in that mode, but just in other areas. I know you got your own TV line,
TV network,
show,
yeah.
network,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your own network. I know you pioneer a lot of, boss moves, independent ownership. So I'm just excited, like we in the season. So are you ready to get your stats up? Like you got
man.
goals for like not only on the field, but
Personally, man, like, I've been watching your career from a athlete for, your whole career. I always respected your work ethic, right? I think a lot of people see what you put on field on Sundays, but what was most impressive to me is, like, I used to follow you like on Snapchat, and I always saw you working. Like, that was one of the most impressive things to me, was to like see you really put in the work, because most people, that aren't real doers and haven't accomplished anything, they don't pay attention to the actual work. They always just see the finished product. They see the touchdown, they see the jukes, they see the, the dances and the celebration, but they don't actually pay attention to the work. I know as your new season approaches, bro, one thing I know, no matter what you endure, what endeavors you go to, you're going to put the work in. So you'll always have an opportunity to be great at it, because it's not always about being a finished product. It's about being willing to get progressively better every single day. Even with your music career now and being an artist, man, I personally just think, from just watching your work ethic in the past, I think you have the opportunity to do amazing shit. And I just want to, bring you on the show, give you your flowers, bro, because I think, unfairly, you got a bad rap. I think, like, anybody that's expressive gets, like, looked at in the light that sometimes is like, if you don't fit into the traditional mold, people try to, make you the bad guy or make you like the villain. And I've had the opportunity to talk to you off camera for the last couple hours, man, and bro, I'm impressed. Flat out, like, mad respect to you. You're well more intelligent than I think anybody gives you credit for. I think that you're definitely misunderstood, but I think you don't give a fuck, and I think that's the cool part about it, is you're being yourself. And I've noticed you say it time and time again, like, you let God judge you, and that's who you're working for and towards. So, man, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time to sit down with me and share with my audience, man. So we're gonna have a good time in this segment here. I want to ask you a few questions just about your life, what you got going on in business and the life after football. And I want to let people get to know Antonio probably from a little bit different perspective from what you've been seeing in the past. But I do like to ask all my guests when I first start off the show, what one regret do they say that they have in their life? And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be related to football. It can be just anything. Do you have one thing that kind of like, ticks you at night, or when you wake up throughout the day and you go, damn, man, I could have handled it differently? What would your one regret be?
And probably I'll never see myself play again, I'll never see myself score. I'll never see me in my uniform. Like, 'cause some guys' uniform is like, they look uncomfortable. Like my uniform, it look like I was made for the uniform. So I just regret, they'll never see like this type of energy, that I can't see it, but I just regret that I can't really see myself do it again. I would love to see myself do it again.
So do you want to play again?
No, I'd rather get played, I'd rather put that shit on. I don't want to play, I did my playing. It's enough playing, I got more responsibilities that's more important than playing. But you could play me though, I want to get played in stadiums. I want to inspire. I want to give love out, I want to encourage. I just want to be the light.
Well, you still in stadiums right now to this day because, man, every time I look on somebody's highlight right now, they're doing your dance. Yes. AB is still in the end zone even without being on the NFL field right now. How does that make you feel?
Well, that's a testament to the great guys, some of our peers, the ballers who feel the love and the energy that pour out. And a testament to those guys that support and love, and just give me the encouragement. It's not about me, It's about those, the ones that support and love and show love. And those guys that have been, encouraged by the energy and is carrying it out, and that's what life's about, putting out good things and sharing the love, seeing it travel. And I'm just excited about it and, want to keep inspiring. So more players, come out and, explore more of their talents and be more themselves and, just promote a healthy culture, a healthy world.
So on a day in basis now, you went from, like being an athlete. What's a day like for AB now?
Well, it's just, instead of going to the field for 6 to 8 hours, you might be on your phone for 2 or 3 or, in the studio. It's nonstop being productive. Obviously, I like discipline, I always work out, I like to be physical fit. I don't got to kill myself. But I love to train. I like to eat healthy, being more there with my kids, more time. I was going to bring my daughter over today, but she just got from track. So I wanted to make sure she freshen up, don't be over here just sitting dirty. So, just being there for my family, to see them, to encourage them to be their best selves. My kids, some things are more important now than, just me playing ball. I think, I fulfill those goals as a player and overcame that adversity to win and be a champion. So for me, it's more things that are just important than just keeping us booming.
What did that feel like, being able to get that championship? You actually came off the bench, right? And had such a pivotal role in that Super Bowl, damn near unguardable. I mean, you look at what your production was like. What was that feeling, man, of being such a key part of a win and doing it off the bench? How did that make you feel personally?
Well, at that moment, I just knew, I was just grateful, grateful to get an opportunity to continue my career and, continue in a fashion of, dominance, big plays. At that moment, I had been held out for football like a year and a half, so for me, it was just, putting my best foot forward, getting that chance to just do it, getting that chance to give myself a chance to persevere. And, so for me, I was just glad that I could be a part of something that was bigger than myself, something that was special, and something that could, fulfill me in my career and in my life in the moment where I was at. Nothing was more fulfilling than winning that Super Bowl after the adversity. It wasn't even about not being in the position I want or not being able to do what I want. I was just grateful for the position of, being that opportunity and, never take that for granted. A lot of people can't persevere from adversity. They may not get a chance to bounce back. They may not get a chance to get a second chance. But, anytime you see someone be mistreated or not get what they deserve, to be able to see them bounce back and get another shot and take advantage of it, that's life right there, Going through things, overcoming it, getting better from it, and responding even better. And that's growth.
Everybody that hated on you, right? Everybody that, because I know you're human. I know you see what people say. You hear the media. You come back in that season and everybody tried to make it seem like you were gonna be an issue and you couldn't play, anymore. You were injury prone and you were gonna be a distraction and all these different things. And then you come out there and you put up, from what all accounts of what we've heard is, being a great teammate. You did all the things that were necessary, and then obviously what we could see on the field is you were killing, like you were looking, top 10-ish receiver or higher, and doing it off the bench. How good did that feel to be able to, get that shit off your back? Because I know like a lot of people just didn't believe in you.
Well, it's not what others believe in, it's about believing in yourself. And, criticism is answered with achievement. People gonna criticize you if you the guy who clean the floor, you the guy who paint the walls, if you the guy who fixed the roof. It's gonna be criticism. And, in this life, you gotta set your own principles and your own beliefs to believe in yourself and what truth. And for me, I just need the opportunity to continue my career. It wasn't a point of proving anything or what I could do. I think when you have the greatest quarterback inquiring you to play, I think that shows what you could do. So for me, it was all about just, just getting back to that feel of what I love, being in the field and being that kid who just want to accomplish his goal and just be his best self. So getting back to that feeling, I think for me, when you at the game a year and a half, looking at guys like Deshaun Watson, you know what I mean? You already set out a year and a half as, you're just trying to get back the feeling, the discipline, the grit of the game, the mental focus, you know what I mean? So for me, it just was getting back on track or getting another start. But, in this game, you start, but, you got to know when to end. You got to know when to walk off. You got to know when to make the right decision for yourself.
Speaking of walking off, that was obviously well publicized, you walking off the field. What do you have any regrets with that, man, at all? Like, I mean, that...
No.
Because, like, that's a signature, like, to a lot of people to say, hey, like, this guy is never to be trusted ever again when it comes to being a teammate. So at that point, it's like basically you saying that you're okay with walking away from your Hall of Fame potential career.
No, Hall of Fame is credentials. It's really not even your credentials, it's voters. It's voters, writers. They don't determine my value. The NFL, scouts, they never determine my value. So for me, I'm already a Hall of Fame, man. I did the things a Hall of Famer do. Made money, made memories. I was champion. I took care of my family. I gave my family, financial freedom to stand on and confidence to believe on. You know what I mean? In regards of, being true to themselves, making a life, persevering, pushing through, overcoming adversity, being disciplined. I learned some intangibles, that helped me in living. But life, football is just a game. It's just, not who I am. It's just what I do. And knowing that, I know I can't just, play football forever. And, You got to be smart for yourself. When you take care of yourself, you crazy. When you do what other people want you to do, you stupid. So for me, I'd rather be crazy. I'd rather be crazy than stupid. And, I'd rather do the things that make my heart right, make me feel right when I'm operating, in a good mental and spiritual state. Emotionally, we could be in different states. But, it's PME, physical, mentally, emotionally. So I'm just mastering myself and living for my highest purpose. The game is just what I choose to do to take care of my family. It's not who I am. So how people feel about me in regards of being a football player, whether you feel bad or you feel good, you have a right to your opinion. Your opinion don't affect me, how you feel. It don't make me make my blood pressure higher. It don't make me react. It don't give me no subtle feeling. I just appreciate your perspective or anyone's perspective of how they think I should feel or how they may want me to feel, but my feels is all due to me, So that belief and that, that chrome heart, it's just about living out our truth, being inspired, being encouraged, and just pioneer your truths, My truths, it may not be understanding for everyone to understand it, but hopefully one day they'll understand.
Mm-hmm. So you played with two Hall of Fame quarterbacks, essentially, with Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady.
Yes.
If you had to start a team right now, which one would you be picking as your quarterback first?
Both. Probably Big Ben, though. I think I just have more time with Big Ben, more obviously they're two great quarterbacks. I mean, you can't go wrong with any one. Thank God I've been grateful to play with as much talented as two talented guys as those guys. Hall of Famer quarterbacks, pioneers, amazing talent leaders. Obviously, I've been grateful and abundantly blessed to be able to play with those type of leaders and players because it only put me in a position as a player that I'm in. Thanks to those guys, I would have never put up those type of numbers or stats if it wasn't because of Big Ben. And obviously, if Tom Brady didn't take liking to me or give me an opportunity, I potentially would never been a Super Bowl champion. So
that's why I'm shocked to hear you say you would take Ben over Tom. You got the ship with
I know,
with Tom.
I feel like obviously if me and Tom had more time, who tells what that would be like. But the thing that me and Ben have done, is second to none. Sometimes I make up plays. He just he throw the ball in the loud, So
y'all just had a better understanding of.
Not even understanding, just we had more timing. Obviously I had understanding with both quarterbacks. I mean, all my quarterbacks I played with, but more so these guys elite and like one-on-ones. I think I just played longer with Ben. My whole career of 9 years was just all Ben Roethlisberger, so it's kind of got to feel and understand. Obviously, I played with Tom, but we played maybe 10, 11 games, but I think we was on track for some cool stuff. But, when I'm operating in an emotional standpoint, I usually come after these guys, but I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't because of these guys. But sometimes I get emotional. We all people are made up of three phases: physical, mental, and emotional. And I feel like, as emotional, when you're a great receiver and you got a great quarterback, you just want to be selfish and do great things, but it's okay to be selfish.
Yeah.
I just had a bigger appetite. Some guys want it, some guys don't want it. I just want it.
I got a couple more football questions, then we're gonna hop off and get into some more I want to really get to know AB on some other shit, but I do got people want to know some of this football stuff, so we're gonna ask you just a couple.
I love it.
All right, so right now, if they were saying top receivers in the current NFL, we got guys like Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp,
Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Justin, right? Justin Fields. Justin up there?
Which Justin you talking about? Jefferson?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely top.
No, you got Cheetah. Hold on, we didn't say Cheetah?
Oh, yeah, damn.
Yeah,
tripping.
don't forget the Cheetah. If you go into the NFL, make sure you see the Cheetah. You dig?
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Where does AB rank against those guys?
I mean, AB for above, so like, you already know I'm top. You did. I mean, obviously I don't play no more, so I really can't compare my rank against those guys because that's the thing. When you become an OGs, you just want to see your young guys like surpass you or just go crazy. So obviously, you know, you don't want to compare the times of what I did and what they did. You know, we could compare when they done, but obviously the young guys, I mean, Cheetah, the 30 million, the Devontae Adams, it's a lot of new guys, AJ Brown, my cousin Marquise Brown. You got DK Metcalf.
Terry McLaurin.
I mean, you got too many G's. Terry McLaurin, like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Like, you got G's all over there, man. So many. It's a lot of us, man. It's not just one of us. It's a lot of us, and everybody perfect the craft and the skill a different way. For me, I think I pioneered it in some ways, was just showing guys they can have an epitome, a Hugo, a Grande work ethic. You know what I mean, and see it transfer.
What made you so hard to cover, man? It was like if you had to say, it was like, why was it that like it seemed like every game everybody know you were gonna get the ball, but you were able to get 10 plus catches and 100, 200 damn yards? Like what? How the hell are you so tough to deal with? What is it that you did differently than most of these receivers, or how are you able to just carve people alive like that?
I called God more. I had a closer relationship to God than these guys. I got blessed. I just think God put me in a position. Because, it's tough, man. Being a football player, you got to depend on so many people. The coach got to draw out the plays. The quarterback got to want you. So many things got to go right for your success. So for me, I can't take credit and say, I did it or, God did it. I prayed to him, I made a goal. I worked at it. And, it happened.
Who's your toughest matchup you won against? If you had like a DB, like a Champ Bailey's or whatever, who was it that you probably said, damn, man, this motherfucker gonna be, damn, it's a game today?
Probably myself, man. I'd be like, damn, man, if you gonna push the quarterback out because he don't give you the ball, or should I slap the coordinator because he ain't, the first 20 plays, I ain't touching it in the first 5 plays.
Do that fuck with you? Like if you in the game and like you done went 10 plays, 15 plays, they hadn't, targeted you for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm looking at now, it's just more aggressive looking at them boys like, for real? Yeah, my job is to be encouraged by the ball, like to want the ball. So like I'm running campaigns. You dig? I'm running the biggest campaigns on the balls. Like I'm like, yee. I'm putting notes in his locker. Like I'm trying to get the ball. Like for real, I want the ball. So I'm campaigning for it. But it's only one ball and it's a team game. You can't just feed one guy. I wish it was like that, but that ain't realistic.
All right, so I love talking about like the game, but let's talk about just like some of the fruits of the game and the things that come with it. First and foremost, you've been able to make millions of dollars in the sport. Yeah. What are some of the tell me like the biggest purchase you've made since you came into making big money?
Well, I'm still looking to make some. You know what I mean? It's not what I did in the past, what I'm looking to do. So I'm looking to buy a yacht soon. I'm looking to, develop a PE fund and just load it up. So, I'm just continuing looking forward to, more things. Obviously, I done bought mansions and all the norm things of, being a $1 million player, but it's all about, never being content and growing. So I'm always looking forward to the now and what I can spend now. So I'm thinking about a yacht.
Yacht's next, because I was sitting there looking at you. You got a yacht on your wrist right now.
Oh yeah, that's just a Bugatti engine.
You got a fucking yacht on your wrist right now, and this shit has a whole engine inside of it.
Yeah, that's the Bugatti Jacob, man. Shout out to Jacob, the whole Jacob family.
As you've been balling, man, you've had opportunities to do things that were really crazy. You went and got on Dancing with the Stars, right? which is kind of funny because your touchdown celebrations, which the NFL didn't like, seems like the world loved it. And a lot of people got behind you, and you did a phenomenal job on Dancing with the Stars. Did that change your life much, getting on that? Like, because I know that's like a next level type platform, and it's by yourself versus being on the field. What was it like being on Dancing with the Stars?
It was a good challenge, man. Just trying to perfect the craft or learning the skill and like being able to perform it. So I was just, shout out to Dancing with the Stars, Miss Dina, Shauna, my partner. It was amazing, man. It was just an amazing experience to just challenge myself in the off season, being able to fly to LA, perform on Sunday, practice on Saturday, dance all week no matter where I'm at. We got 4 to 6 hour dance studio. I got to be there with Shauna and practicing the dancing. So I think it was a challenge. It was fun. And I think it was beneficial just with my shock absorbers, making sure my ankles, I think it was a challenge. It was an embetterment, a challenge. It was a lot of fun.
It is like getting on a platform like that and essentially going worldwide, like some of the things that influence you to want to go into like your own lane with music and things like that. Did that really kind of let you see a different light? Because I think like for you, you were able to get exposed on stuff because of your stardom on the field that kind of makes you see things off the field maybe a little bit differently. How was that for you?
For me, I've always been doing music since college, like Central Michigan. Way out in Mount Pleasant, there's not a lot of things to do. So one of my boys named Tyler Reed, he had a studio in his house. He even hooked up one in my spot, and he's an engineer. And we just used to create. You know what I mean? So it was a freedom of just like expression where we was at in Michigan. And once I was playing football, I didn't do it much. We used to kick a couple freestyles, but 2019 when I wasn't playing, I got back in it a little more. One of my friends, Sean Kingston, who grew up right here in Fort Lauderdale, so I was doing the YouTube videos with the voiceover with the mic. And so we started just getting into it even harder. And how you go to training camp? We went to booth camp.
Booth camp.
You know what booth camp is?
What's that?
That's when you gotta stay up all night. Like we can't go to sleep until the sun come up. That's when you lay down. I mean, we in booth camp. So we be in the studio all night till the sun come up. So it was like, that training camp grind, I was like that booth camp grind. You know what I mean?
So that's what you locked into now. You obviously killing it in music with some of your songs you drop. Put That Shit On is really it's trendy as hell, man. And it's something that you don't expect, but it's like, damn, that's dope, man. Like when I first heard it,
why wouldn't you expect that from me though?
Bro, like I wasn't expecting that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
Come on, man, it's me, baby.
I'm like, man, AB tripping.
It's me, man.
Like, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm like, man, this is like most of America, and I was, I'm gonna tell you honestly, like I was on both sides because, man, I love watching you play the sport. I'm like, man, this man don't know what the hell he doing when it comes to being an artist. This man is a fucking all-pro wide receiver. He needs to focus on being an all-pro wide receiver. Right. So when you drop music, I'm not sitting here expecting you to have something that's going
quality.
That's going to be, damn,
quality.
That shit rock a little bit. Okay, all right, damn.
I'm with Kanye West, man. With Ye, where you think it's gonna come out?
That's hard though. What is like working with Ye, man?
It's amazing, man. Creative genius, anthropopist, philanthropist. You know what I mean? Legend, man. Pioneer. He knew when to start rapping. He's a producer. He knew when to start rapping. They told Ye he would never be a rapper. Now he the biggest rapper ever, greatest rapper ever. But he had to know when to start producing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So not only his pioneer ability, but his confidence and belief within himself to always put his best foot forward and put himself in the best position. So shout out to Ye. You did.
Hey, look, y'all both be wearing these crazy ass boots, man. What's up with these boots, dog?
Yeah, we suited and booted, man. You did. You did.
Hey, my dog. Hey, I said y'all be having these big ass boots on. Man.
Tony was coming, so I bought a special pair. Like these, the performance kind. So these right here, you dig. You gotta really like You know, these them show vibes. When you wear these, it's like you gotta bend your knees a little bit lower on the walk. Like you gotta, you know, you just.
Are they comfortable?
Yeah, super comfortable. No shoe screens, man. We've been tied down my whole life. Been beat with belts. What you been whooped with, man? Damn, niggas whooped me with switches, belts, stitching cords.
Oh yeah, shit. My grandma was
Trees.
between my grandma and my dad, it was like whatever they could find, whatever was in eyesight. That's what you got your ass whooped with, man.
Yeah, I'm done with all the ass whoopings and the shoe screens and the belt, man. If it ain't a rock star belt with some diamonds, like I ain't even strapping my waist up. You did.
I love this nigga, man.
Yeah, it's hard out here.
Hey yo, so I gotta ask you, man, like, because like one of the things like this, you know, the fellas always want to know, man, what's the shorties like, man? You done got to the level of like that superstar shit. So you in the room with all the bad ones.
Yeah.
We seen you in Shade Room breaking hearts.
What I did?
You was on Shade Room breaking hearts, man. You got R&B divas. You got all kind of shit going on, man. Give me an AB hit list, man. Who on the hit list, man, that you ain't got yet?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot.
Damn, on my hit list. Shit. Damn, but I don't know what to say. Right now, I'm just, you know, I'm on my God body. Like, I ain't really, you know, I'm in the self. I'm in the master and self. You know, these girls, you know, some girls, you know, they looking for the wrong things. You know, I'm self-sufficient in my life, so I ain't really looking for a girl to really do nothing to me. Like, when I think about it, Eve tricked Adam. So, like, the key is to just have you one girl to really, like, but that's impossible. So, I don't know, it's complicated. Like, everybody fake now. Everybody probably cheating on everybody. Like, everyone's just, I don't know, it's complicated.
You don't
I
have.
don't want no one. Everyone's fake now.
So
I want someone, but I can't really. I mean, you did.
All right, here, let me switch the question up then. I'm gonna dig a little bit more for the fellas, man, because we want to know, man, who was somebody that you wanted to get that you got?
Damn.
Yeah, who on the list that you was like, yeah, I gotta have her, and you done struck her now.
Damn. See, I don't really be hunting with a list, you know what I'm saying? If I'm hunting, then it's just, you know, you just get what you hunt. But, like, I ain't got no hit list. Like, I ain't really premeditating no body counts, you know? I'm just into mastering myself, so if I take care of myself, then usually good things happen. You did. You did. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! The rock star life you living, man. Like, I'm jealous, nigga. I'm jealous, man, because it's a good life.
You did. You feel me? Life's hard, you know. You gotta make life peaceful. You know.
My dog said, "You ain't gonna get it out of me, Tom." I was trying to get it out. I was trying to get it out of me.
On the hit list, I'm like, damn, this shit on paperwork.
So
Yeah.
what's been like for you now? What's been like some of the goals that you set for yourself, and being able to just, you know, grow your music and your artist, you know, world that you've been trying to build now?
Well, for right now, you know, just keep creating every day. You know, I'm in the studio, working the craft, organizing the track, just trying to create the highest energy outside the box. Obviously, I got shows every week. We traveling somewhere to even push it even further or bigger. The month of September coming up, a lot of opportunities. So just want to continue to pioneer, grow, being true to myself, and representing the culture, representing love, confidence, and be courageous.
What artists are you looking forward to working with, and do music with?
everyone, man. These guys, women's, you know, these ladies, all my sisters, the guys in the game, all my brothers. So I want to work with all my brothers to create the highest energy, you know, the highest effect on the motivation of the world. So I'm really I'm just looking forward to, you know, continue to perfecting the crowd.
What would you say your greatest accomplishment is?
I'm still looking forward to it. Still looking forward to do it.
But so far, what do you feel like something that you've already accomplished?
I mean, I'm never living on what I already done. I'm living on what I'm about to do. So, and I've done a lot of great things, but I don't carry them like my luggage. You know, I'm always looking for it. You know, I'm grateful for them, but I'm always looking for the next one.
Mm. You got you got a lot of shit, right? You got being an artist. You got being a father. You got the businessman. I heard you mention Donda Sports. You know, you got so many different other things that I'm sure you have going on as well. You got clothes. You're designing. You're like you got your hands in so many different pots. Let's talk about the importance of building a brand. So many people overlook the importance of having a brand. Just what you've been able to build with your likeness. Did you intentionally do this young? I mean, younger in your career, early in your career, or was it something that you really realized as you got older how important it was to establish and have a brand?
I feel like that's the misconception now with, you know, the young generation, where everyone's caught up on having a brand or being some influencer or someone's online. You know, being the player was always about me, just being the best player, and then, you know, being my best self, and then the rest of the stuff would come with it. You know, I was a 6th-round pick. You know, I ain't just roll into the league and they just ran off commercials or they just showed me love or put me in the front of the line. You know, I had to earn my spot and then learn about branding and doing the right things to be able to put myself in a good position. But, you know, you can't have a brand unless you have work, and work is more important than the brand. So if you know more for your brand than work, probably you're not going to have a good brand. So for me, I always want to be known for my work. And if you're known for good work, and then you'll have a good brand.
That's what's up. With being able to create some of the stuff that you have with having a brand from the work that you put in, obviously, like, it creates golden opportunities. Have you seen, I guess, like, from what you had experienced from playing football to now, like, have you seen more interest from, like, other brands now after your career, as per, like, when you were actually, you know, playing?
I feel like obviously playing's always going to be the most when people seeing you on the TV and playing, but I've been able to put myself in a good position where I'm able to still get some big-time deals. So for me, I'm just grateful. You know, I still get respect from the people to, you know, to keep my value where it's at and to continue to just grow all phase.
Mm-hmm. What makes you happy, bro? Like
Like my happy meal or my happy place.
Like, what's your happy place? Like what's what kind of like brings joy to your life?
I just like to call God, man. Usually if I'm in my journal book, got some candles, you know, Baccarat candles. You know, peaceful environment, not a lot of noise, no phone. Just going my intellectual self, intuition and intuitive, and just connect with God. That's why my sayings called God. You know, that's my happy place. My happy meal is probably like the sherbet coconut ice cream. You know, my happy fuck. You know, I had a lot of happy fucks too. Like, not like I fucked someone that got happy. It was just like, you know, or a good fuck. You know, a lot of good fucks. Yeah, not like, you know what I'm saying? Not like someone fucked me and it was good. It's just like you was good to a person and they fucked you over.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of handling it in a bad way, because in life is about persevering through adversity. Life's not easy. You know, not every time you're gonna be kind to someone, it's gonna go good for you. So really just handling adversity Life is about handling adversity and being able to overcome it. Because how you respond to adversity show the true test of character. So for me, you know, what you gonna do when someone fuck you over, and how you gonna handle it? How do you be professional with that? And those are things we gotta teach people how to do, because emotionally, you know, I'm not always there when people try to good fuck me, you know? And that's the problem with the world. There's too many good fucks. You know, too many good people getting fucked, and nobody cares. So for me, it's about just, you know, fulfilling the highest form of myself, physically, mentally, emotionally, so to continue to, you know, work on those phases, so we can pioneer better football, you know, better mental health, better life after football, and then betterment in general, because life is no life without the people. So you got to take care of the people.
Like, how do you think, like, you've been just on your, you know, you took some big shots, and I heard you mention earlier some players that passed away in the NFL from CTE that nobody spoke about. How do you feel like, you know, you are mentally and in your head, and, you know, some of the shots you taking? Do you feel like you're good? Have you been tested or anything like that? I don't know if you can be tested.
Like, I feel like I'm good, man. I'm doing what I love. I'm not living with any regrets, or can't look at a football game, or feeling like I shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, I've done everything I set out to do. Thank God, you know, with God on my side and the right team and the right people, I've been able to live out an NFL dream, you know, what people die for, you know, or give their life for, you know. So I've been forever grateful, man. I was able to accomplish some amazing things, make some great memories with some amazing people. And I was able to walk away with, you know, some sort of health, you know, where I could, you know, play some basketball with my son. I could dunk a basketball. You know, I could.
You can dunk, man?
Yeah, man. You know, I could do what I want. You know, I mean, God gave me the talent, you know, so it's bigger than just me. But, you know, God, you know, I possess some skills, you know. So I'm just grateful and just, you know, want to pioneer life, pioneer myself, pioneer everything around me just to make it better.
You got a beautiful facility in here, man. Like, the artwork in here and everything is amazing. When I went upstairs earlier, I was looking at, like, hey, look, where we're going to set up at. And I saw an iconic moment from you.
Oh, yeah?
Bruh, man, you didn't think you about to jump over that man's head like that, dog.
I knew I was going to do it. I was just thinking too fast. You know, you running the ball, you like, yo, you got to jump. I did it too fast.
Bro, you the first player I seen kick somebody in mid-air.
I put a score that one, too. That would have been a tutty.
Dog, that shit was like the most legendary punt return shit I've ever seen. Like, you got fined for that or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I paid the toll for that one.
Huh?
Yeah, I paid the toll.
Yeah, they got you. Yeah. That was a hell of a moment, man. That's gonna be one of the clips we're gonna have to show y'all. If you missed it, AB had a play where he went to go jump, but it looked like he just kicked the shit out of the punter in the head, and he's got a dope picture of it upstairs. We gotta make sure we get that as well, guys. That's funny. We're gonna clip that in. Man, let me just see what else I got left before we wrap, bro. Man, I appreciate you taking time, dog. Even off camera, man, you've been a hell of a guy to meet. You know, just to be able to build with you, bro. I got a lot of respect for you.
Respect.
Being a father, let's talk about that a little bit. Nobody gives us a handbook on how to be a parent. I know me personally, man, that's been one of the things. Like, I got 2 boys, and trying to make sure, like, I'm the best possible model of what I would want and be proud of. What are some of the things that you feel like are important for you and your children, as far as, like, establishing, like, first and foremost, like, the understanding of being a great, like, what it takes to be great, what it takes to, like, think beyond what people may see as acceptable in their eyes? Like I know, like that's one of the big things for like someone like you who's a thinker who thinks outside of, like you do like what like they say that genius thought, where you're not operating in the realm of like how most people like in society would say is okay. So what are you trying to emphasize to your children? Are you telling them like to and encouraging them in ways of like, hey, be a free thinker, pursue your dreams, think beyond and bigger than what other people are telling you can and should and how you should do things?
Obviously, we providing the best guidance and leadership to help my kids become their best selves. You know what I mean? And that's not what I want them, not what I want from them. It's just really helping them want for what they want for themselves and helping them be them best selves physically, mentally, emotionally. So for me as a dad, it's just, always being the encourager, being a leader, being a good example, and just being present. Your presence is a present, so just being an encourager, whichever they energy or motivation goes.
Mm-hmm. What challenges would you say you have with parenting that you feel like you want to do better or something?
I feel like parenting is a challenge. Everything's a challenge. Anything worth being great, you got to work at it, make it better, and it's gonna be a challenge. Nowadays, kids love their phones. They love the video games. You could play it at your house or any other household. You could play it online now. I mean, they wasn't around. We was around.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, it's just trying to help your kid get to the point where they could be them best selves. I feel like it's kind of hard as a parent when the kid don't, they learning themselves as they grow as well. You learning them as well as to them learning themselves, and you trying to lead them into where they want to go. But just the normalcy of the process of being a father and seeing your kids evolve and grow from different phases. It's just I feel like being so emotional as a dad. I feel like you want your kid's life to be, you kind of almost want to control it, but only God controls life, and I'm just here to, be a good example and be a good encourager for them to become their best selves.
What's your you pulled up in the old school today? What's your favorite car that you drive now?
Probably my next one. Yeah, I never get I don't have no lock-ins or no attachments or no tie-ins to my cars. I got a lot of them, but it's always the next one. What's better than old?
So new.
You did.
Hey man, let me see, man. Let me just run off some random shit real quick. I'm gonna wrap here in a second.
How long we got? 2 hours?
Nah, man, we about to get out.
Nah, I ain't tripping. I just want to know the set so it's sexy.
No, we had 50 minutes. We about to wrap.
Nah, it's lit. We lit. I ain't Russia. I'm from Africa, not Russia. I just want to know what type of time we on. Yeah, you did.
I just want to get.
I got some wide receivers right there. Okay, then I'm listening, champ.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I can push off just to get
whatever you
some
want.
Little free fire. You obviously got the ice. What's the most expensive purchase you've made with jewelry? Is it that watch over there, or you had something crazier?
Probably my next one. We always going bigger on the next.
You got to.
Yeah, but I got like the Scarface, the Godfather. I got the Godfather, Jacob. That's pretty impressive, but.
How much was that one?
It was probably half a ticket.
Phew. Going crazy.
Some added value. It's an asset. Put that shit on. Put that shit on. You did.
Man, let's rap, man. That was dope, man. I had my man AB on here. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Each and every week we got new drops for you, man. Appreciate AB for coming in, brother.
Get your ass up, baby. It's the podcast, baby. You did.
Yeah. One more time. This is boy AB.
Hey, yo, this your boy AB. I'm here with Tom. Get Your Ass Up podcast. You dig? You know what I mean?
It's a bet. It's a rap, dog.
Kill that.